so I might have accidentally lied in the last video. I wanted to go over the characters first before I get to Sonic 3 because I realized the video might be a bit bloated if I have to describe Sonic and Tails' development up to that point instead of just discussing their development in that game and doing this before that. So I'm planning on doing that. This video is going to talk about Sonic and Tails, I'm going to be honest. Then I'll have another video after this, which is basically just going to be a short little thing that I'll explain in that video. That'll be the next Sonic video. Won't be the next one. I know it won't be the next one. Next one's going to be the next part of Freddy in Space 2. Also, watch Freddy in Space 2. Definitely, if you want to watch this, probably watch my previous Sonic video first. Though I am sure that you'd enjoy this video regardless. So without any further ado, let's actually get into Sonic the Hedgehog. Now first, let's talk about Sonic's base character. Sonic is obviously a hedgehog. Sonic is also driven by coolness. Basically, everything he does is for the sake of being cool. He isn't naturally good. He more so just thinks that abducting animals isn't the coolest thing to do. And he's probably right. In fact, I think most people would agree he's right. And that's his very purpose for trying to stalk Dr. Eggman. It's not because he thinks he has a moral obligation to do anything. He just thinks it's the right thing to do in his own opinion, which I think makes him a more interesting character than certain characters who just have a drive to do good. Granted, I like a lot of those characters, like I like Peter Parker's Spider-Man, that's his drive. And depending on the continuity, Miles' drive is often legacy. Specifically, ironically, the legacy of Peter Parker. But I feel like Sonic's drive is very unique to his character, because there aren't many people who are just cool, and that drives them to be good guys. And in the events of Sonic 1, we see that Sonic often finds working with himself to be very effective. He has confidence in his own skills, and even though in this game he doesn't even have the spin dash yet, it shows that he is naturally strong, and he, through his drive to do right, feels like he can do the right thing and has the power to do that right thing. Of course, though, in Sonic 2, he does finally find someone he feels comfortable teaming up with, being Tails the Fox, aka Miles Prower. And these two grow a very brotherly bond, with Sonic often helping Tails find himself in later entries. But in this game alone, even just playing as Sonic with Tails trailing behind you, you get the feeling that you're a powerful duo, and that you have a very strong relationship, even though Sonic wouldn't have known Tails very long at the time. And this leads to us talking about Tails. I won't be discussing Sonic's CD at the moment, because I'm actually going to be talking about that in more so the next video, as I feel I kinda gypped that game, and I want to honor it properly, along with also discussing Amy and Metal Sonic's character a bit more. Now on to the mighty Tails the Fox. Long story short, when Sonic and Tails met, Sonic was just running by, and Tails saw Sonic, and instantly got inspired, because Tails was often bullied for being a freaky little mutant fox with two tails, but these two tails actually gave him the ability to help Sonic. It gave him the ability to fly, and also, you know, by proxy, it also allowed him to fly Sonic's plane for him, and all around just assist him, and you can even get the vibe for this idea while playing with Sonic and Tails, especially due to the Christian Whitehead ports, allowing you to use Tails as Sonic to fly and having Tails carry you. And these two fare all the way through Sonic 2 together. You really get the feeling that they are brothers, especially because a lot of people did play this game and still do play this game with their younger brothers or their younger siblings of any kind, and it really makes you feel like you have a sibling bond as Sonic and Tails. Sonic and Tails' bond is very important to both of the characters because Sonic makes Tails a better person, and Tails helps Sonic realize that he doesn't need to do it on his own, even though he is strong. And later on down the line, Tails' development will go even further and beyond the character, to the point where, honestly, in some games, he becomes unrecognizable from the Fox he once was, because as you'll see in Sonic 3 onward, he goes from the sidekick to the hero. And this even goes on to the special stages of Sonic 2, because, and especially when doing it with somebody else, you have Tails work with you, and you both earn the emeralds. Of course, Sonic is the only one of the two to benefit in the original version of the game, but that's regardless of the point, and it's in stark contrast to how almost lonely the special stages in Sonic 1 feel in comparison, which isn't really helped by the music, because the music helps it feel more melancholy and calm, in stark contrast to how the special stages in Sonic 2 feel more wild and energetic, especially because you're running down a damn half-pipe. The Sonic 2 music makes it feel almost like a race, because you are racing to get the emerald. Meanwhile, the Sonic 1 special stage music makes it sound more like you're leisurely trying to get to it, and like it's a hassle, which it kind of is in Sonic 1, because in the base version of Sonic 1 you can't turn super, unlike in Sonic 2. And that also actually helps highlight Death Egg Zone, because for the first time in a long while, you're facing a boss without Tails. So this is why the Sonic and Tails route of Sonic 2 really highlights the feelings, and it's obvious that this was the way the game was meant to be played, even though you can play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. We aren't going to be getting into this Knuckles video, because Knuckles is really just kind of an add-on to Sonic 2 and also Sonic 1 ports, and less so a canonical thing, where Sonic 3 it actually kind of matters to the story. Although Knuckles does eventually become an important part of the dynamic with Sonic and Tails, but again, that's for the next video. Well, not the next video, more like the video after the next video, and that's only including the Sonic videos and not the other videos that I'm playing. Anyway, back to Sonic and Tails. I also think it would be important to highlight the relationship that both the brothers have with Eggman at the moment, or should I say Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik's his name, and making animal-shaped robots is his game. Sonic thinks he's kind of a dick, Tails probably agrees, and interestingly, Tails and Eggman both have the same IQ, both of them with a perfect 300 IQ, which leads to them almost having a sort of rival-like relationship in future games, although in this one they don't have as much of a relationship, more so with Eggman probably hating Tails due to him working with Sonic. And of course, Sonic and Eggman have their own hate-filled relationship. Sonic and Dr. Robotnik hate each other because they have a long history. Even in the manual for Sonic 1, it's inferred that Eggman and Sonic have clashed before that game. The game in question being Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. This game features two characters named Mighty and Ray who help Sonic fight the evil Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik. These two haven't been in many games, namely Sega Sonic the Hedgehog in itself, but they have recently gotten more traction due to them being in the game Sonic Mania Plus and actually have gotten a lot of merch recently. But regardless, I'm sure I'll make a video on Sega Sonic the Hedgehog someday, but that day is not today, so I will not be talking about Mighty and Ray. This is all just to say that Sonic and Eggman have a very long and tortured relationship before even Sonic 1 and especially Sonic 2. Sonic and Eggman have a very complicated relationship though. In some situations they even work together later on. Of course, this isn't really the time to be talking about all that. All of this is really just to say that the two are a very interesting villain and hero relationship. It's to the point where Eggman's own goals are even questioned by himself in a future game due to him believing that he's lost sight of all that he wanted to achieve in the hopes of crushing Sonic because he formed a more personal rivalry with the Hedgehog. And even though it's never outright said because there's no dialogue in this game, I'm sure that Eggman after Sonic 2 forms a very hateful relationship with the Fox that I'm sure we will see later on down the line. This isn't theory or foresight, it's just a fact. Regardless, if you did like this video, leave a like. Also feel free to subscribe, and if you do subscribe, turn on that sexy bell. And if you didn't watch my 30-minute part 1 of this retrospective, I first of all am very ashamed of you. I'm not mad, just disappointed, but also highly encouraged that you go do watch that to get context for partially this video and especially the next Sonic video that I do release. Anyway, as said, the next video will be about Freddy in Space 2, so if you like FNAF, feel free to watch all of my FNAF videos thus far, of which there are 2, and if you're watching this in the future and I have more, feel free to watch those as well. And if you want, I guess you can watch the channel trailer as well, but you know, there's not much content on the channel this far, but I will be releasing more on a 2 video per month basis, by the way, so if you like seeing my content 2 times a month, feel free to subscribe. It's released around the 7th and 22nd of each month. That's my schedule, so if you like this video, or the other ones, or anything, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell, and everything. Regardless, I have been Eris, and have a nice day.